Welcome back to Polybridge and the Zautos Challenge, where I play the levels my friend Zautos has put together in Polybridge. Now, I believe his next one is the one after the previous one. Dump Slope. Yes, original concept by Zautos. Very cool. So, we got a dump truck here. We got some things to build it with. We got a pretty big budget. We got a large paddle boat. So this sort of suggests that we maybe have a fairly straightforward suspension. Nice. Straightforward sort of build here. But we only have 2 hard points of which to build with here. Let's go ahead and do something like this, where we cleverly just hover our mouse over the other hard point. And so on and so forth. Now we have unlimited steel, we have unlimited pretty much everything. Now let's see what we can pull off here. I'm gonna see about maybe do a little tricky thingamajig here. I sort of do a couple of these at the time. Make it kind of cool looking, maybe. Of course, whenever I say that in Polybridge, it usually means I have to completely redo my design because it's terrible and I should feel bad about having even thought it up. But, you know, that's how it goes. Alright, so now, do something like this. Sort of clink our way up and down here. Yeah. Now, we also have the underside here to worry about. We're gonna see about doing a secondary structure down below that kind of mirrors the one on top, but not quite. It's a little shorter, so we can get the boat underneath without too much problem. But otherwise, that's the thing. Now we're going over budget. We'll fix that in post. Don't worry about it. And we're gonna see how this goes. Oh, we get terribly. Goodbye, dump truck. Get dumped. So this is just not playable at all here. I don't want that one. We want these to go away. So I might need to just have one line up top. In which case, I'm gonna go ahead and delete these. Make a nice interlocking pattern of some sort. Yes, yes. Something like this. It's like almost a honeycomb, but more triangle-y. Triangles for days. Days, I said. Of course, knowing Zautos, there's probably some sort of crazy trick to this that I'm just not able to see yet. So we'll spend about 20 minutes going like, what the heck? And then we'll be all like, oh yeah, when the solution finally comes to us. Alternatively, I'll go to Zautos and be like, I don't get it. And he'll be like, well, my friend, you are silly, but that's okay. Just do this, that, and other thing. And I'll be like, why didn't I think of that? Well, that looked kind of cool. Let's actually slow that down. Yeah, because there's, these aren't locked into place there. They're all just sort of moving out with their various points. Ah, no. Maybe if I make this more proper, let's zoom in a little bit so I can get better control here. And maybe, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to delete and delete. And I'm going to turn off the grid so we can do some fine tuning here. I'm going to do it like that. Alright, and then we're going to go select, not select you, not select you, and we're going to copy, paste, over and over again. Hopefully this lines up pretty well. Yeah, I got pretty close. Right on the money. Let's see how this fares. Well, something failed like crazy. sure why. Sort of buckling like that, to be honest. Let's think about this again, shall we? It's proper angle. And give us some room to play with here. Maybe just a standard triangular structure, sort of like the old wood structures here. Turn the grid on, in fact. In fact, I need to be extra careful, because without the grid on, when I was putting the road down, bad stuff could be happening. Alright, let's... Old-fashioned bridge time. You know, you'd think something like this would be pretty simple, but, you know, I'm incompetent when it comes to bridges. That's why I'm not an engineer. I'm a physicist. It's like being an engineer, but more different-y. Alright, let's copy. Paste. Paste. And we'll fix those little gaps here in a moment. Now, this is like our normal bridge. All triangles all the way, as opposed to triangles and squares, which weren't working for us. Yeah, we'll go and do that. Now, hopefully, this will be much more straightforward. Oh no, it's falling under its own weight. It's just like sag. So maybe we need something else. Maybe just a straight up hydraulics. Why would we need hydraulics here, Zautos? Maybe a straight up steel situation is maybe not what we need. Maybe we should embrace our slight givingness here. Let's go ahead and build ourselves some sort of magical tower here. Put this as far over as we can. I want to connect this up first. And yeah, like so. So now these should hopefully stay put while the rest of it falls to pieces. Then we're going to go ahead and do a thing. Basically build a suspension tower. Hopefully. Maybe. And hi. Now we're going to use that suspension thingamajig. There we go. Then we're going to go cable, 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 and so on and so forth. These don't quite match, but in the middle we can just sort of do a triangle type thingamajig until it matches up again. And this will be cheaper and probably more prone to implosions, but you know, that's what I'm all about around here. See? More prone to implosions. Right, so it just didn't have any of the strength needed here. There's no extra anchor points. Well, there is another option we could do. Let's go ahead and delete, and just sort of delete all sorts of stuff here. Let's try over from the start. So I ponder my options here. So, suspension's probably not going to work because we don't have enough solid anchor points for a good solid bridge. Plus, it's a really, really long span, so it just sort of collapsing under its own weight. So maybe some sort of arch structure could be worked up. So, because arches tend to be pretty strong. So you have to make sure you do them right. Doing it right. And because it's sort of at an angle like this, we kind of have to be careful. And delete you. No, click. No, right click. There we go. Delete. Let's see if we can match this up somewhere. Nope, I don't want to be doing that. I don't know what that means, Evan. It's so close. Well, this went too high. That's the only thing to say about it. Let's change this angle slightly and start once more. This time with feeling. You guys remember when I used to say that all the time to eShadow? It's like, we died. Let's try this again, this time with feeling. I also say another thing sometimes. It's generally a fun phrase to use. Alright, now to make our crazy arch proper-like, gonna have to make sure to have some structure to it. Some sort of lovely structure. Now, if this arch on its own manages to not implode, I'll be happy. Yeah. Then we'll start on from the other side as well. It's gonna be a massive a bridge, but when it comes to Polybridge, that's what I'm all about. Messy bridges that everybody hates. Why? Because I hate my bridges too. I don't want to do that. Split joint in the middle of things? Alright, so the arch doesn't fall apart, that's good. Now, let's try doing some cables, shall we? Just a couple of each of these. Each point. Yeah, I know I'm over budget. What do you expect, Zautos? Expecting me to be doing things sensibly? Under budget? I think not. And this one just in the middle there. Okay, it doesn't implode under its own weight. That's a good sign. Okay, it implodes under the weight of it plus the dump truck here. I guess we got dumped again. Let me think here. Well, maybe the arch is too high. Yes, maybe it's too high. Try dragging this down, since we're allowed to occasionally do things like this. This will actually, hopefully, save us some budget once we get all this wrapped downward. Hope everyone's enjoying the random sort of guitar music here as we try to build the bridges of the future. This is why I stick to SimCity games. Bridges are easier to build. Alright, so it's definitely imploding right over here. Maybe another support would be workable. Nope. I'm stumped, to be honest. It's just too heavy under its own weight. I know what I seem to do. Maybe if I just sort of get rid of this outer ring, what happens then? Sort of implodes, okay. That's not good. Well, I'm gonna think about this, and if I come up with a solution, maybe I'll come share with you guys. And welcome back, I hope. Maybe? Kinda? We'll find out. So, it's been a couple days I've been sort of pondering this puzzle. And where's my tools? So, I think definitely I want to have the straight on road here, because Zautos gave me a suggestion to maybe, turn off grids. That didn't seem to really do much for me. I was playing a little Crusader Kings earlier today, so I'm like, hey, push the things to the side. Oh, that doesn't work here. It's a keyboard. Anyway, so took a little time to sort of ponder this, and I've decided that since it's always snapping in the middle here, maybe the thing we need to do is to make sure it doesn't. So we're going to go ahead and use our usual... No, that's not what I want. Copy paste here. And we're gonna copy and paste all the way into the future. As you do, you know. And there we go. So now we have a pretty expensive bridge that snaps right in the middle. So let's see if we can figure out some way to have it not do that. Now, we tried before, I think. I hope I recorded that. To do the whole sort of counter, pressure thing here, and that might be a good candidate for turn the grid off here. We do another one, maybe something like this, and just sort of stretch it out as far as we can go. Now, let's go and just start the simulation. All right, still snaps, but that's fine. Let's see. Now we're over budget. That's okay. That is a-okay. Let's see. All right, it sort of takes a little bit more time to pull itself apart. All right, just having that one there might not be enough. No, I don't want to split joint anything. Let's delete this one. That way we're a little something like this here. Alright, that's not great. Maybe not that. Oh, obviously if we're gonna have this, we're gonna have to have a brace somewhere. Double this up here. Too far away? What do you mean too far away? Nothing's too far away if you believe in it. Or something. Well, this part doesn't fall apart this time. So that might mean we're on the right track. Ah, we're getting there. It's becoming more stable by the moment. That was super expensive. Oh my god. Okay, it's not super great yet, but we're almost there. Let's... Oh. It almost seems to make it worse. Maybe if I chop out a couple of these here. Will it make it? Almost. Let me think here. That any further? Not really. It's just sort of on the cusp. There we go. Okay, now it's too dang heavy. This could be another dead end, folks. Don't break. Don't. Oh, man. Huh. Okay, now that's definitely too heavy. Let's maybe do something like that. Sorry if I'm getting a little quiet here. Trying to ponder options. Oh yeah, definitely that. Alright. The pressure on over here is not evenly distributed. It's better distributed now, of course. Because it snaps at the same place. Obviously, that's good, right? Maybe that's... nah. Oh, oh, oh. 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 It's making it. It's making it. Finally. No! Alright, so... maybe one here. Alright, that might be too heavy, though. Still trying to figure out the weights of these things. Is it gonna make it? gonna give. It's gonna make it, and we're still way over budget. But it got to the top. Alright. But I want to be under budget. So we know this horrific thing works. So, in that case, how do we make this cheaper? I guess the obvious answer would be to change out these for wood. Wood's not going to cut it for any of this here. This is just too much. It's just too much to ask. Alright, let's go ahead and let's turn the grid back on. There we go. And like that. And like so. Now, there's no guarantee that this will work. Now, so we have a solution, but it's obviously not the best solution. In fact, all of this mess could probably be done so much better. But, you know, I'm kind of terrible, so that's okay. Let's see how... So that didn't work. Alright, we're under budget at least. Alright, let's see what happens here. Okay, it's definitely the top. Maybe I just... Okay, so just all of those simultaneously? Let's change out a few of these for steel. Steel me up. Knock me down. Alright, still... A few of these are not quite right. Okay, we're over budget again. Oh, dang it. Oh, okay. The Z thing actually does work. Maybe I need to reinforce the entire thing, not just the one bits. But then I'm going to be way over budget. That's just unacceptable. Okay, that almost didn't break. Almost. Dang it. It's holding up better than I would expect, though. Just the, entire top is now steel. So I need the ones on top to be steel at the very least. Maybe I can change out some of this. Let's see if changing up some of this, actually removing beams, could help. You never know. Weird stuff happens sometimes. Oh, of course I need something there. What am I, stupid? Possibly. Definitely need that one. Where do I? I wonder. I wonder. Ooh, do-wop-wop-wop-wop. Alright, stress. Definitely this stuff up here. Maybe if I just selectively change these back to steel. Alright, then these start falling apart. Come on, I need goodness here. This is unacceptable. Grid off. I need fine motor control here. But I don't have that. I know. Connect it here, but leave these. unmolested. That's a technical term for it. Let me change these back to wood. Definitely need steel on the top. Come on. There we go. Well, that was almost acceptable. Yeah. Death point seems to be right here now. Alright, it's a little weird, but okay. Block out all the things! Alright, I don't think I'm gonna get this under budget. I guess I've technically succeeded? Did get it up once. Wasn't pretty. Heck no, it wasn't pretty. Woody. I'm not sure I can get any cheaper than this. I basically have to support everything up here one way or another, either steel or not. Now the bottom of it falls out. Huh. I don't know. I'm gonna call this one done for now, but I might come back to it. Zautos, make sure I come back to this one, because I don't think I'm done with it. No siree. Maybe no Mary? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Polybridge in the Zautos Challenge. One other thing before I head off. I'd like to give a shout out to my buddy Avilion, who may or may not have gone over it, by a different name way back in the day, but that's what we're gonna call him today, because he's a pretty sweet dude. If you don't think I'm doing enough Minecraft, he does some Minecraft. Go bother him, all right? Oh, that doesn't sound. Sounds a little sinister. Go watch him because he's awesome. There we go. And of course, also, Zautos, he's pretty sweet too. In fact, he's so sweet he stumps me at things like this. I'm like, I'm supposed to be a smart guy, but then I can't do a simple bridge like this, and I'm sad. So yeah, go watch him too. You'll enjoy it. So, until next time, everybody, toodles!